Welcome to the 2020 Joint Prize Ceremony. We're here to honor recipients of prizes given by the AMS, AWM, MAA, SIAM, and JPBM. These prizes recognize exemplary contributions to mathematics and to the mathematical community. As president of the MAA, I thank you all for being here, and I hope that you will enjoy this ceremony. The first set of prizes will be awarded by the president of the AMS, Jill Pfeiffer.
Thank you, Michael. The AMS Award for Distinguished Public Service is presented to a research mathematician who has made a distinguished contribution to the mathematics profession during the preceding 5 years. The 2020 AMS Award for Distinguished Public Service is presented to David Eisenbud, Professor of Mathematics at the University of California, Berkeley, and Director of the Mathematical Sciences Research Institute. In these roles, and in his past roles as President of the AMS and as Director for the Math and Physical Sciences at Simons Foundation, David Eisenbud has gone far beyond the ordinary as an exuberant advocate for the mathematical sciences. He has changed the way others think about our subject and changed aspects of the mathematics profession itself. His exceptional service will affect mathematics for years to come. David regrets that he cannot be here to accept this award in person. His written response is in your prize booklet, where he expresses his appreciation for, quote, this recognition from the AMS for the work that I've had the good luck to be able to do on behalf of the mathematics community and of the public's appreciation of the power, beauty, and fun of mathematics. The next prize is the Bôcher Memorial Prize. It's awarded for notable work in analysis published during the preceding 6 years. This year, we have 3 prize recipients. 1, the 2020 Bôcher Memorial Prize is awarded to Camillo De Lellis, IBM von Neumann Professor at the Institute for Advanced Study, for his innovative point of view on the construction of continuous dissipative solutions of the Euler equations and his spectacular work on the regularity theory of minimal services. Camillo De Lellis, please step forward to receive your prize.
Thank you very much. You might have noticed that I was slightly puzzled because the echo makes it difficult to listen what is actually happening over there. So I'm deeply honored by this prize. In fact, I mentioned that in the written response that I'm also slightly scared by the list of previous recipients. I don't want to keep you waiting for the other people, and I will be very short. So one thing that I would like to mention is that I am very honored to have this prize, and I'm deeply grateful to the committee that decided to give it to me and Larry and Laure. And the other thing that I want to mention is that it's just another example of the warm welcome that this country has given to me and my family in the last 4 months. Thank you very much.
Two, the 2020 Bôcher Memorial Prize is awarded to Lawrence Guth, Professor of Mathematics at MIT, for his deep and influential development of algebraic and topological methods for partitioning the Euclidean space and multi-scale organization of data, and his powerful applications of these tools to harmonic analysis, incidence geometry, analytic number theory, and partial differential equations. Lawrence Guth, please step forward to receive your prize.
This is a big honor. I feel very fortunate and to have had collaborators like Nets Katz and John Bergan and many others, and in my mentors and family. Thank you.
Three, The 2020 Bôcher Memorial Prize is awarded to Laure Saint-Raymond, professor at the École Normale Supérieure de Lyon and fellow of the Institut Universitaire de France for her transformative contributions to kinetic theory, fluid dynamics, and Hilbert's sixth problem. Professor Saint-Raymond has been awarded the prize of the European Mathematical Society, the Ruth Little Satter Prize, and the Fermat Prize. She is a member of the French Academy of Sciences, the Academia Europa, and the European Academy of Sciences. She's unable to be here today to accept her award in person, and you'll find her response in the prize booklet. The Chevalley Prize in Lie Theory was established in 2014 by George Lustig to honor Claude Chevalley. It recognizes notable work in Lie theory. The 2020 Chevalley Prize in Lie Theory is awarded to Huanchen Bao, National University of Singapore, and Weiqiang Wang, University of Virginia, for their fundamental contributions to the theory of quantum symmetric pairs. This award is based on the paper Canonical Bases Arising from Quantum Symmetric Pairs, published in Invenciones Mathematica, and the monograph A New Approach to Kazhdan-Lustig Theory of Type B via Quantum Symmetric Pairs, published in Asterisk. That Lustig's theory of canonical bases can be extended to the case of symmetric spaces is entirely unexpected and highly non-trivial. These papers represent the best work published in Lie theory in recent years. Professors Bao and Wang, please step forward to receive your prize.
Yes, thank you very much.
Congratulations, Professor Wang. Congratulations. Would one of you like to speak?
Yes. I'll speak first. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. We are pretty excited for the prize, and to keep it short, I think the most important thing I want to say is I want to thank Weiqiang, my advisor, for his enormous support throughout my career.
Thank you, President Piper and the AMS, for giving me the double pleasure and honor for standing here to see Huanchen receive the Chevalley Prize and for allowing me to share the prize with him. Huanchen started working on his thesis in 2011. If someone back then told me this work will lead to such a prize, I would be totally surprised. And so by this award, the AMS is sending an encouraging message to the young mathematician in the audience. Yes, you can. You can prove a beautiful theorem one day, which you will be proud of yourself. Thank you.
The Frank Nelson Cole Prize in Number Theory recognizes notable work in algebra. The 2018 Cole Prize is awarded to James Maynard, Oxford University, for his many contributions to prime number theory. In particular, the prize recognizes the Annals of Math paper Small Gaps Between Primes and Large Gaps Between Primes, and the Invenciones paper Primes with Restricted Digits. These spectacular results are detailed in the prize booklet. Maynard has also been the recipient of the 2014 Sastra Ramanujan Prize, the 2015 LMS Whitehead Prize, the 2016 EMS Prize, and the 2018 Compositio Prize. James Maynard, please accept your award.
It's truly humbling to receive this award. If you look at the list of previous winners, then these are all these famous mathematicians that I remember as I grew up as a mathematician, reading about and admiring and gradually learning their work. So for me to be added onto the list is really a great honor for me. I've been very, very fortunate in my career that I've had lots of people who've encouraged me and helped me all along the way. from my parents, my high school teachers, and then mentors and advisors afterwards. So I'd like to say thank you very much to all of them. Thanks a lot.
The Leonard Eisenbud Prize for Mathematics and Physics was established by David and Monica Eisenbud in memory of their father, who was a mathematical physicist. It honors a work or group of works that brings mathematics and physics together. The 2020 Leonard Eisenbud Prize for Mathematics and Physics is awarded to Kevin Costello, Kremble Foundation Chair at the Perimeter Institute, for his contributions to the mathematical foundations of quantum field theory and his gauge-theoretic explanation of solutions to the quantum Yang-Baxter equations. Costello's work stands out for its depth, its comprehensive view, and its relevance to physicists. He's respected by mathematicians and physicists alike and plays a unique role in breaking new and fertile ground on which these two communities can jointly develop directions of research, even while coming to a fuller understanding of important known phenomena. Kevin Costello, please accept your award.
It's very humbling to be given this award. I kind of echo the last acceptance speech. If you look at the previous recipients, they're all my personal heroes who I admired when I was growing up. And also, it's humbling to be in this august audience of the other prize winners. I couldn't have done any of this without my collaborators, Owen William, Davide Gaiotto, Edward Witten, and my advisor, Ian Gornowski. Thank you very much.
The Joseph L. Doob Prize recognizes an outstanding book that makes a seminal contribution to the research literature, reflects the highest standards of research exposition, and promises to have a deep and long-term impact in its subject area. The 2020 Joseph L. Doob Prize is awarded to the two-volume set, Probabilistic Theory of Mean Field Games with Applications, 1 and 2, written by René, Carmona, and François Delarue, and published by Springer, Nature. Stochastic game theory attempts to model how rational individuals interact within a random environment, while each pursues his/her own, usually conflicting goals. This theory of mean field games seeks a simple strategic structures that sometimes appear in the limit as number of identically motivated players goes to infinity. In these two magisterial volumes, Carmona and Delarue provide an accessible, fully detailed introduction to the exciting prospects for mean field games and to their considerable mathematical subtleties. René Carmona and François Delarue, please accept your award.
So when François and I got our first email concerning this prize, we thought it was a mistake. Then we looked at the list of previous recipient of the prize, and then we were sure there was a mistake or a prank. But then we're both probabilists, and the fact that the prize is named after Joe Doob made it very sweet for us. I had the privilege to meet Joe Doob in Urbana-Champaign and have dinner at his house. And if at that time, in 1976, someone had told me, eventually you will get a prize named after Joe Doob, I would have told him, what the heck are you smoking? Anyway, it was in 76. So François and I are extremely grateful to the American Mathematical Society and the prize committee for this unexpected and very much appreciated prize. Thank you so very much.
The Leroy P. Steele Prize for Mathematical Exposition is awarded for a book or a substantial survey or expository research paper. The 2020 Steele Prize for Mathematical Exposition is awarded to Martin R. Bridson and Andre Hefliger. A metric space of non-positive curvature is a geodesic metric space satisfying the condition that every pair of points on a geodesic triangle should be no further apart than the corresponding points on the comparison triangle in the Euclidean plane. Bridson and Hefliger's book, Metric Spaces of Non-Positive Curvature, published by Springer Verlag in 1999, is the definitive text on these spaces and the groups associated with them. The theory is developed carefully, in great generality. All of the foundational theorems are proved, and the important examples are covered. The proofs are clear and comprehensive. The necessary density of such a work is offset by the inclusion of a large number of exercises, making it truly invaluable as a graduate text and as a reference for active researchers. Martin Bridson is here to accept the award.
Thank you. So Andre Hefliger can't be here today, sadly, but on behalf of both of us, I'd like to thank the American Mathematical Society for this award, for which we're very grateful. It's been enormously gratifying to see how widely our book's been used in the last 20 years as geometric group theory has made spectacular progress. The spectacular progress of the subject and indeed our book owe a great deal to the inspiring vision of Misha Gromov, so I'd like to take this chance to once again acknowledge his influence and thank him for all the joy that he's brought us through his work. And then finally, I'd like to applaud the American Mathematical Society for recognizing the value of writing monographs by maintaining this Steele Prize. Thank you again.
The Leroy P. Steele Prize for Seminal Contribution to Research is awarded for a paper that has proved to be of fundamental or lasting importance in its field. The 2020 Steele Prize for a Seminal Contribution to Research in Analysis and Probability Theory is awarded to Craig Tracy and Harold Whittam for the paper Level Spacing Distributions in the Airy Kernel, published in 1994 in Communications in Mathematical Physics. In this paper, they showed that the nth largest eigenvalues of a random square Hermitian matrix converge to random variables, each with a specific distribution function. These distributions are now celebrated as the Tracy-Whittam distributions and describe many important phenomena in statistical physics, multivariate statistics, and probability theory. The paper emphasizes the close connection between operator theory and random matrices and proved to be an important step in the development of so-called integrable probability. As the citation notes, the discovery of the Tracy-Whittam distribution is a towering accomplishment, exactly of the kind the Steele Prize for Seminal Contribution to Research is designed to recognize. Craig Tracy will accept the award.
Well, my colleague Harold Whittam couldn't be here today, so on behalf of him and myself, I want to thank the selection committee and the members of the executive committee of AMS for recognizing our work. On a personal note, I'd like to add that this is my 29th year of continuous collaboration with Harold Whittam, and it's been a collaboration of a lifetime. Thank you again.
The Leroy P. Steele Prize for Lifetime Achievement is awarded for the cumulative influence of the total mathematical work of the recipient. The 2020 Steele Prize for Lifetime Achievement is awarded to Karen Uhlenbeck for her long-lasting influence in geometric topology and analysis and for her mentorship of young people and women in mathematics. Karen Uhlenbeck's mathematics has laid the foundation for a tremendous range of research in differential geometry and geometric analysis over the past 4 decades. Her early work gave birth to a broad field of research on harmonic maps and minimal surfaces, allowed for their many applications in geometry and topology, and was a direct inspiration for Gromoff's work on pseudo-holomorphic curves in symplectic geometry. Uhlenbeck later founded analytic studies of gauge theoretic equations in higher dimensions. By showing how to analyze the behavior of non-convergent sequences of solutions to these natural, semi-linear partial differential equations, she proved precisely what was needed to apply these equations effectively to fundamental problems in analysis and geometric topology, and allowed for groundbreaking work that applied gauge theory to analyze the structure of four-dimensional manifolds. Throughout her career, Karen Uhlenbeck has worked to support young mathematicians and to strengthen the mathematical community. In particular, she was a co-founder both of the Park City Mathematical Institute and of the Women in Mathematics program at the Institute for Advanced Study. As only the second woman to give a plenary ICM address and the first to be awarded the AWM Prize, she has expanded the reach and visibility of women in mathematics, and she's an inspiration to all mathematicians. Karen Uhlenbeck, please accept the Steele Prize for Lifetime Achievement.
I am very honored to be the second woman to receive the Steele Prize for Lifetime Achievement. Thank you very much to the American Math Society. There has been ample opportunity for me to review my career in the past years. I entered college in 1960 and was introduced to mathematics in my honors freshman calculus class. For the next 40 or so years, it seemed to me I was working at becoming a mathematician and proving theorems as an isolated individual. On looking back over those years, I now realize that practically everybody I came into contact with in the mathematics community actually helped me. Through my undergraduate teachers, graduate teachers, established mathematicians, collaborators, colleagues, postdoctoral students, the students themselves, and finally my two husbands. The magic in this is that I was helped without me being special or being aware of it, since I do not accept help graciously. It is the entire mathematics community that I owe my career. I'm especially delighted that women are now taking part in greater numbers. The thought of how lonely it would be if the makeup of the community had not become more diverse during my lifetime gives me the horrors. So thanks to all of you, and may all of you get the pleasure out of doing mathematics that I have.
The Levi Conant Prize is awarded for the best expository paper published in either the notices of the AMS or the bulletin of the AMS in the preceding 5 years. The 2020 Levi L. Conant Prize is awarded to Amy Wilkinson, University of Chicago, for the article, "What are Lyapunov exponents and why are they interesting?" published in the bulletin of the AMS in 2017. The article provides a broad overview of the modern theory of Lyapunov exponents and their applications to diverse areas of dynamical systems and mathematical physics. Wilkinson's exposition is original, elegant, passionate, and deep. Throughout the article, she maintains a very high standard of mathematical rigor. At the same time, she provides a great deal of geometric intuition through the use of well-chosen examples and striking visuals. Amy Wilkinson, please accept your award.
I would just like to thank the AMS and the mathematical community, my colleagues at Chicago, collaborators, friends, postdocs, students, and family for making math so much fun. Thanks.
So I'd now like to introduce Ruth Haas, President of the Association for Women in Mathematics, who will present the AWM Prizes.
The AWM Hay Award, the Lewis Hay Award, is for recognizes outstanding achievement in any area of math education. In recognition of her leadership and contributions as a mathematical scholar and educator, the Association for Women in Mathematics presents the Lewis Hay Award to Dr. Erica Camacho of Arizona State University. Dr. Camacho has a passion for mentoring, especially the mentoring of underrepresented students. Her excitement for mathematics is prominent and accessible to her students, with projects grounded in her research in mathematical physiology, specifically the mathematical modeling of photoreceptors in the retina. Camacho created the Applied Mathematical Science Summer Institute and has co-directed both this institute and the Mathematical and Theoretical Biology Institute. Through these institutes and her other mentoring programs, she has reached over 600 undergraduates. Camacho's own story is an existence proof that someone from an underprivileged and Latina background can earn a PhD in mathematics and be a successful mathematician. We are pleased to honor her with the Hay Award. Erica Camacho, please step forward so I can give you your prize.
I am very humble and honored to receive this award. I want to thank the AWM for honoring Dr. Hayes' contribution and legacy, but most important, for validating the work of many women who have educated me, have inspired me, have been my role models, and have carved the path that I have followed. I truly stand on the shoulders of giants, and this is not my work, but their work. And I also want to thank all my students, in particular my women students, who, by allowing me to work with them and mentor them, they have truly transformed my life. Thank you very much.
The Gwyneth Humphreys Award is for mentorship of undergraduate women in mathematics. The Association for Women in Mathematics is pleased to present the 10th Annual Gwyneth Humphreys Award to Margaret Robinson, professor at Mount Holyoke College. Margaret Robinson has been a mainstay of caring and thoughtful teaching and mentoring for many years at Mount Holyoke College, an institute whose mission is to educate women. Her focus is not just on the top students, but on making a meaningful and joyful mathematical intervention for all the generations of learners that have crossed her path. As one student put it, she saw me in a way that no mathematics teacher had before. Her key involvement in the Carleton Summer Math Program and the resounding response from a range of former mentees speaks to her effectiveness and her ability to forge personal connections. We are very pleased to honor her with the Humphreys Award. Margaret Robinson, please step forward.
So I accept this award as a representative of all of us who work to be good mentors. I end with gratitude to the Humphreys Award Committee and the AWM. I also want to thank my phenomenal students, the Carleton Summer Math Program, and my wonderful colleagues at Mount Holyoke College who've made my career so fulfilling. Finally, I want to acknowledge my thesis advisor, Junichi Igusa, and my family, without whom I would not be up here. Thank you.
Next is the Microsoft Research Prize in Algebra and Number Theory. The AWM Microsoft Research Prize recognizes exceptional research in algebra and number theory by a woman early in her career. The AWM is pleased to present the 4th AWM Microsoft Research Prize in Algebra and Number Theory to Melody Chan, assistant professor at Brown University. This prize is in recognition of Chan's advances at the interface between algebraic geometry and combinatorics. Chan is known for an exceptional combination of strength in both areas, as well as her ability to fearlessly digest difficult techniques from other fields of mathematics. Chan has proved numerous conjectures across tropical geometry, graph theory, and algebraic geometry. Her foundational work on the moduli of metric spaces and tropical curves, both solo and with several co-authors, is central to the field. It has already has important applications and is expected to continue to lead to further work beyond the original papers. We are very pleased to honor her with the AWM Microsoft Research Prize. Melody Chan, please step forward for your award.
It's a privilege to get to do math research, to study fundamental questions that maybe have no applications right now, but in totality and over the long run can make an outsized impact. But do we still have time for the long run these days? I'm not so sure. We have a climate crisis on our hands, crises of civil rights and human rights, of democracy and disenfranchisement. Our country is taking children from their parents. I've never been more concerned for my country and my community. Being a math professor is, I think, still the best thing I personally know how to do. It's getting harder to carry out basic math research with any moral certainty. But there are so many parts of the job that do have an immediate impact. Training students and finding ways to include more of them in the first place. Being role models while still interrogating our role as scientists. Making more noise altogether. So let's work together on prioritizing these aspects of the profession, even while we push on our foundational research. Thank you so much to the AWM and Microsoft and to my collaborators, my mentors, my colleagues, and my students. Thank you.
The Sadusky Research Prize in Analysis. The AWM Sadusky Research Prize recognizes exceptional research in analysis by a woman early in her career. AWM is pleased to present the 4th AWM Sadusky Research Prize in Analysis to Mihaela Ignatova, Assistant Professor at Temple University. This prize is in recognition of Ignatova's contributions to the analysis of partial differential equations, in particular in fluid mechanics. Ignatova works on the challenging analytical questions motivated by fundamental questions in geophysics, fluid dynamics, biology, and material science. The breadth of her work is impressive, spanning from unique continuation properties of elliptic and parabolic equations to fluid structure interaction problems with non-local models of electroconvection. Her work shows both remarkable technical ability and unusual creativity. We are pleased to honor her with the Sadusky Prize. Mihaela Ignatova, please step forward to receive your award.
I'm very honored to accept this award. Thank you very much.
Next to present the awards of the Mathematical Association of America is Michael Dorf.
Okay, thank you, Ruth. The first prize that I'm privileged to present today is the Frank and Brenny Morgan Prize for Outstanding Research in Mathematics by an undergraduate student, which recognizes and encourages outstanding mathematical research by an undergraduate. It is awarded jointly by the AMS, the MAA, and SIAM. The 2020 Morgan Prize is awarded to Nina Zuberlina of Princeton University for her research in the areas of analysis and analytic number theory, characterized by her independent vision, her creativity, and her technical abilities. Nina is described as a researcher with unusual, mature vision who has obtained beautiful and surprising results that shocked leading experts in the field. She graduated from Stanford University with departmental honors and is now a PhD student in mathematics at Princeton University. Nina, please step forward to accept your prize.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank the AMS, the MAA, and SIAM for this incredible honor, as well as for supporting undergraduate research in general. I should, of course, thank all of my excellent teachers, professors, and mentors who I've been very lucky to have throughout my mathematical life. I'm very thankful to Professor Thomas Church, who's been an excellent mentor to me during my undergraduate career, as well as my undergraduate advisor, Professor Soundararajan. I'm also greatly indebted to all the summer research mentors that I've had in my mathematical life. That is the incredible Joe Gallion of the Duluth RU and Professor Henry Cohn at Microsoft Research. And last but not least, I'm very, very thankful to all my wonderful friends and my incredible parents who supported me at every step of my way. Thank you very much.
I'm also privileged today to recognize two sets of students for receiving honorable mention for the 2020 Frank and Brenny Morgan Prize this year. First, I recognize the team of Ashwin Saw, Mehtab Sani, and David Stoner, with such an honorable mention for their prolific research collaborations on a wide range of topics in discrete mathematics, ranging from extremal graph theory to combinatorial number theory and discrete geometry. Ashwin and Mehtab are currently undergraduates at MIT, while David is now a PhD student at Stanford University. Ashwin, Mehtab, and David, congratulations on this great honor.
We'd like to thank Mrs. Morgan, the AMS, MAA, and SIAM for establishing this prize and supporting undergraduate research. We'd also like to thank Professor Yufei Zhao, with whom a lot of our work was done and who served as a constant mentor for us, as well as Professor Joe Gallion, who has also served as a mentor for us. I would also like to thank Professor Ken Ono for helping me throughout, and Mehtab would like to thank Per Alexanderson. We also thank our families for their continued support and thank Mrs. Morgan once again. Thank you.
Marilla Corato Zanaria is also recognized with an honorable mention for the 2020 Frank and Brenny Morgan Prize for Outstanding Research in Mathematics by an undergraduate student. He has made important contributions to difficult problems in number theory, specifically to the theory of elliptical curves and the theory of systems for conjugate self-dual Galois representations. Murillo graduated from Princeton with highest honors in mathematics and is currently a PhD student at MIT. Murillo, please step forward to accept your prize.
Thank you. It's an honor to receive this prize. I want to thank the AMS-MAA-SIAM and Mrs. Morgan for this prize. And also would like to thank my mentors and family, especially Professor Christopher Skinner, for advising me through my senior thesis. Thank you very much.
The Joint Policy Board for Mathematics, JPBM, represents the AMS, the ASA, the MAA, and SIAM. Its Communications Award was established to reward and encourage communicators who bring mathematical ideas and information to non-mathematical audiences. 2 JPBM Communication Awards are being given in 2020. The first such award is presented to Christopher Budd, OBE, for his passionate popularization of mathematics. Through his positions at Gresham College, the Royal Institution of Great Britain, and the Institute of Mathematics and its Applications, his books and his work with science festivals and schools, Christopher inspires audiences of all ages. Christopher, please join me at the podium to accept your award.
It's a great honor to receive this award from such an august set of mathematical organizations. I'm sure we all agree that maths is a great subject. In a world where maths is increasingly vital to modern society, I think it is vital that we communicate the power, beauty, vitality, and usefulness of it as widely as possible. Communicating maths is very much a team effort, and I would like to thank all of the colleagues who I've worked with over the years to do it, and particularly my many communicating maths students, because they're the ones that do all the real work. I especially would like to thank my long-suffering family, especially my wife, who is here in the audience. As I'm sure many of us know, communicating maths is often done in the evenings, is often done at the weekends, and it's usually done without any sort of payment. Without the support of my family, I could not have done it at all. So I'd like to thank everyone who communicates maths and also who supports its communication. Thank you very much.
The second 2020 JPBM Communications Award is presented to James Tanton for his global leadership in high school mathematics instructions through his Good Day Math online courses MAA curriculum inspirations, numerous textbooks, and the Global Math Project, he's inspiring millions to learn and teach math in wonderful new ways. James, we congratulate you on this wonderful achievement.
Well, thank you, members and friends of the Joint Policy Board for Mathematics, for this terrific honour. And I have to thank the MAA for giving me the best job title ever, Mathematician at Large. And I also want to support and thank the American Institute of Mathematics for helping support the Global Math Project, which has literally reached millions of students all across the globe. Thank you, AIM. You know, we're all each part of this wonderful community of people, helping each and every person on this planet personally experience the unbridled joy and wonder and awe that our beautiful subject can bring. Thanks so much.
I now turn our attention to the awarding of various MAA prizes. The first such prize we announced today is the Chevalley Prize, given to the author of an outstanding expository article on mathematical topic. This year's recipients are Vladimir Pochnievkov and J. Michael Steele for their paper entitled Buses, Bullies, and Bijections, which appeared in the Mathematics magazine in 2016. This well-crafted paper, which introduces the reader to the theory of permutation patterns, flows naturally and easily, providing a journey that is interesting and insightful. Neither Vladimir nor Michael is with us today, but let's recognize their outstanding contribution. The next prize that we will highlight is the David Robbins Prize, which is awarded every 3 years in memory of David P. Robbins. The prize honors the author of a paper that reports on novel research in algebra, combinatorics, or discrete mathematics, has a significant experimental component, and is on a topic which is broadly accessible. The 2020 David P. Robbins Prize is awarded to Aubrey D.N.J. DeGray for his paper entitled The Chromatic Number of the Plane is at least 5, which appeared in Combinatorics in 2018. In this paper, DeGray shares his discovery of a hierarchy of juxtapositions of 4 chromatic subgraphs to build a large 5-chromatic unit distance graph. In so doing, DeGray proved that the lower bound for the chromatic number of the plane must be at least 5, improving on the previously known lower bound of 4. The first graph DeGray constructed contained over 20,000 vertices. He soon improved this to a smaller 5-chromatic graph of only 1,581 vertices. Aubrey, we congratulate you on receiving this great honor.
Well, thank you. It's an enormous honor to receive this from the MIA, and I'm really grateful. I just really want to thank the family of Dr. Robbins for choosing to honor his memory by the creation of a prize that highlights the areas of mathematics that are easy to understand. And I like to feel that he would have been very happy to see the prize be awarded to a genuine recreational mathematician who didn't even do his degree in maths. So reciprocally, I hope that the fact that I'm a reasonably well-known public figure in a completely different field will further highlight to the world the fact that not all of mathematics is unintelligible. So thank you.
Next, we honor 3 outstanding teachers of mathematics through the Deborah and Franklin Tepper Haimo Awards for Distinguished College or University Teaching of Mathematics. Our first recipient is Federico Ardila Montilla of San Francisco State University. Federico inspires students from all walks of life to recognize and realize their potential in mathematics via his work inside and outside the classroom at San Francisco State University, as well as nationally, internationally, and in his popular media. He serves as a leader in the movement to broaden and deepen diversity in research mathematics. He's provided exceptional research mentorship to dozens of students and postdocs from SFSU, UC Berkeley, and the various universities in his native Columbia. The majority of his U.S. advisees are women, and the majority come from underrepresented ethnic groups. Federico, congratulations on receiving this HIMO award.
Thank you so much for this award. It is really a huge honor. Quiero empezar por darle las gracias a mi familia, a Meili y a mi comunidad en Oakland. Ellos han sido mi apoyo incondicional y me han enseñado las lecciones más profundas. Awards are often given to individuals, but our work can really only be done in community. And I'm extremely grateful to my two mathematical homes, San Francisco State University and the Comunidad Colombiana de Combinatoria. There's very few places that understand that research, teaching, and service are best done together. And I'm very grateful to have found such homes. I'm also really grateful to my fellow directors at MSRI UP. They have taught me a great deal about supporting Black and brown students in the US. And I have to say that I'm also extremely excited to share the podium with my colleague in this work, Susie Weeks. Most importantly, I would like to thank my wonderful students, both in San Francisco and in Colombia. They're my teachers. Their diverse, critical, generous perspectives have really completely transformed the way that I see the world and my understanding of what we can do as educators. And working with them has kept my spirit young and my heart full, so I'm very grateful. Muchas gracias a todos.
Our second HIMO Award recipient is Mark Tomford of the University of Houston. An exceptional teacher, prolific scholar, and advisor of numerous student products and theses at various levels. Mark has won teaching awards at the University of Houston and from the MAA Texas section. He has recruited, retained, and mentored members of the underrepresented groups at all levels, including by enrolling over 70 University of Houston students in the Math Alliance, an organization whose goal is to make sure every underrepresented or underserved American student with talent and ambition has the opportunity to earn a doctoral degree in mathematical sciences. Mark is the co-founder and co-organizers of the Gulf States Math Alliance, one of the 7 regional alliances, comprised of members of the Math Alliance in Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. It's my pleasure to invite Mark to the podium to receive this HIMO award.
I simply want to say thank you. It is a great honor to receive this award.
Sorry. Our third HIMO Award recipient is Suzanne Weeks of Worcester Polytechnic Institute. Susie has had an extraordinary impact on the mathematics community via superlative teaching, advising, and mentoring of students and faculty at Worcester Polytechnic Institute, WPI, regionally and nationally. She serves as a leader in enhancing the mathematical sciences and identifying and developing overlooked potential, broadening the pipeline into both PhD programs in industrial mathematics, and training faculty in how to prepare students for careers in business, industry, and government. She's a founding director of the tremendously impactful national programs, notably MSRI UP, which she collaborated to establish in 2007. Susie also serves as co-director of the MAA's PIC Math program. It is my great pleasure to present this award to Susie.
Thank you very much. Why did Michael do that to me? I don't know. So thank you very much. I am very grateful and honored to have been nominated and selected for this award. I am grateful to the MAA and to the people who took the time and effort to write letters in support of my nomination. I'm fortunate and thankful to have worked with many collaborators, mentors, mentees, and leadership with adventurous and creative spirits. And thank you to the people who have allowed me to experiment with them and on them, and to the federal agencies and foundations that have supported our work. About 13 years ago, I was approached by four wonderful people. You'll see their names in the book, and together we started MSRI Up. And we've gained Federico Ardila and two others, and we're all very proud of this program. I am blessed, I'll use the word blessed, to have met Michael Dorff several years ago and to have developed PIC Math with him, and I'm very grateful for Michael for being a wonderful example of a human being and a mathematician, and we have fun dragging each other into new adventures. So in measure much greater than zero, I'd like to thank my family and my colleagues and everybody. Thank you.
Our next prize is the Euler Book Prize, which is intended to recognize authors of exceptionally well-written books with positive impact on public's view of mathematics and to encourage the writing of such books. The winner of this year's Euler Book Prize is Tim Chartier for his work, Math Bites, published by Princeton University Press. Math Bites gives readers a taste of the mathematics and computing applications that underlie many aspects of everyday life, with a wide array of topics including fractals, fonts, tweets, basketball, Google, digital images, movies, and more. The book exposes readers to a satisfying assortment of mathematical ideas, many of which will be new to the non-mathematical audience. Tim, we congratulate you on receiving this year's Euler Prize.
I thought I should write down my thoughts when I won an award that I felt so accomplished, having award-winning books on my bookshelf. It's very meaningful to have the book dedicated to my children, Noah and Michaela, recognized with the Euler Prize. For me, it reflects the inherent place my family plays in my life and all I do. As I wrote Math Bites, our family made M&M mosaics and solved TSP art mazes. I appreciate my wife, Tanya, my colleagues, my editor, Vicki Kern, my friends and family who encouraged my whimsical, playful spin on computational mathematics. As I wrote Math Bites, I hoped readers would be playfully inspired and possibly someone feeling far from the field could sense the book's message of, come, create with me, you belong. I thank the MAA for being a place of belonging in my mathematical journey. Thank you very much.
I now turn our attention to the Guth and Charles Jehu Award for Distinguished Service to Mathematics. This award is intended to be the most prestigious award for service offered by the MAA. It honors distinguished contributions to mathematics and mathematical education. The 2020 Gung & Hu Award is presented to Gerald J. Jerry Porter for the impact he has made through teaching education, research, and MAA administration, with his emphasis toward leading the profession, especially the MAA, to value the involvement of members of underrepresented groups in all activities. Jerry Porter's service to the MAA began at the local level when he joined the executive committee of the Epidel section in 1975, when it was still called the Philadelphia section. He served as governor of Epidel section in the early 1980s and soon took on numerous roles within the National Association. He began serving on a variety of committees in the 1980s, including the Committee on Computers in Mathematics Education, the MAA's Investment Committee, the Audit and Budget Committee, and the Finance Committee. He would later serve as MAA Treasurer for a decade and more recently served as the Chair of Council on Prizes and Awards. Jerry was also a forerunner in the use of computing in teaching undergraduate courses. In 1968, he began using computing in his introductory calculus course to enhance student learning. Within the MAA, Jerry was the first chair of the MAA Committee on Computers and Mathematics Education. He co-directed the Interactive Mathematics Text Project, which was funded by IBM and NSF. The project directed the creation of 6 computer laboratories that were used to host workshops to encourage the creation of computer-based algebra materials and teaching. This was an early exploration on what today is called active learning. 2 of his laboratories were located in 2-year colleges and 1 was in an HBCU. Jerry has since contributed to many educational projects on active learning in the teaching of numerous mathematical subjects. Jerry's deep feeling for social justice and the involvement of all in the work of the MAA are clearly evident. He has consistently demonstrated great care and a passionate approach to inclusion, along with tremendous dedication to the association. He and his wife, Judy, have endowed the AMS-MAA-SIAM Gerald and Judith Porter Public Lecture, given annually at the Joint Mathematics meeting since 2010. For his many efforts, Jerry was recognized by the Epidel section with a certificate of meritorious service in 2011. It is my pleasure to present the 2020 Young and Hu Award to Jerry Porter.
I am honored to join the company of past recipients of this award. I've worked with many of them. Len Gilman and Lyda Barrett were wonderful mentors. Lee Lort set an example of inclusivity for all of us. My contributions to mathematics have been paid back many times over by the friendships of the many people I've met through the association. My life has truly been enhanced through my participation in the mathematics community. This June, my wife Judy and I will celebrate our 60th wedding anniversary. Whatever success I have had is due in large part to the love, support, and encouragement that she's given me. Finally, I need to acknowledge the many opportunities that my colleagues at the University of Pennsylvania have given me for a rich and varied academic career. Thank you.
I now invite Jill Pfeiffer to return to the podium to share some closing remarks.
Thank you all for being here today to help us celebrate our colleagues for their accomplishments and to thank them for exceptional contributions. This concludes the 2020 Joint Prize Session. I will ask the prize winners to remain on stage for some photography. Thank you.